First year university is something that everyone bigs up. They're like, oh yeah, first year university, you're gonna be basically fresh, you're gonna go out, you're gonna meet loads of friends, you're gonna be out every night, and then you're gonna have so much fun in the day, and you're gonna join a society. No. Dare I say no. There are so many things about first year university that I would have done differently, and also just would have anticipated for something completely different, because I'm not gonna lie, first year uni, she's a test of your patience, of your skill, of your trust in yourself, and everything surrounding that. So today we're going to go through some things about first year university that quite frankly sucked, and I think people actually need to be aware of and prepared for when they go to university, because it isn't all sunshine and rainbows, contrary to popular belief. So let's get into it. Hit a little subscribe, give me a like if you find this interesting, or you want any other university content, or just crash outs, because that's my specialty at the moment, apparently. So we're going to start off strong with the fact that you have to socialize with a load of people you do not know, okay? I know you're probably thinking, Alice, that's completely obvious. Of course I'm going to go and socialize with a bunch of people I don't know. That's what I'm going to university for. Yes, I understand. However, when you go to socialize with these people, I don't think you quite comprehend. You don't get a break from it, okay? You don't get a break from it to go and hug your dog, to go pet your cat, to go sit with your mum and be like, oh my gosh, mum, I'm like, this is so much. No, you don't get that, okay? That doesn't happen at university. You get time to sit in your room maybe, but then you've got to go out again and socialise with these people again. You have to keep in mind how much you are going to be speaking to these people you barely know, and how much you are going to be revealing of yourself to these people you barely know. You have to decide how much of that you want to give, and that is tiring, okay? So be literally mentally prepared to be doing so much talking and to have your social battery be so burnt out to the point where you're like, I want to go home, okay? In that first week, I think I thought about going home. First week? Fuck it, no. First term, I wanted to go home. I wanted to drop out, like, literally 10 times a day. Like, I was like, I'm so over this shit. Like, it was just too much. But you just have to be prepared to be speaking to people 24/7 and figure out a way of how you're going to deal with that, and what your way of like calming down and like chilling out is going to be. Because let me tell you, you're gonna fucking need one, okay? You're gonna need one. But I think the second thing about first year university is, quite frankly, the concept of moving out. Okay, I know so many people were like, yeah, I've moved out, I'm so excited to move out. And I was one of those people. I was like, I am so ready to move out. But when you move out, I don't think you quite like establish, like, that means you're out. Like, you have to do everything yourself, okay? You have to cook, you have to clean, you have to be the one that motivates yourself to do things, you have to be the one that does all your, like, you do everything. And it adds like 10 bajillion tasks on top of everything you're used to. So you're like, oh yeah, I'll just do my uni work. Wait a minute, I've got to put on 3 loads of washing, make my lunch for the rest of the week. And it sounds really basic, and it's like, yeah, well, of course you're going to have to do that. But it adds an extra mental load on the top of your head, and you have to be prepared for that extra thing. So what I do now in third year that I freaking wish I'd done in first year is make like a meal plan, like a lot of meal plans, and attached to those meal plans are shopping lists. Like, meal plan for the week, breakfast, lunch, dinner, Monday through Sunday, shopping list. Boom. That's me done. So I don't have to think about it for the rest of the week. Otherwise you're out here thinking like, well, don't have any milk, can't make that. Don't have any eggs, can't make that. Like, it's just the basic stuff that just like adds the hell up. Not ideal, not fun. Would not recommend. I think as well, the third thing that's weird about being at university is being away from your parents, and is being away from your family and your friends and the people you know, because you don't have this fail-safe network that you're so used to having, okay? If you're having a bad day, you can't just go and talk to your mum about it. You have to ring her on the phone, because that's the only place she's going to be. If, you know, you really want to bitch about someone, but your best friend from school isn't right there, you're going to have to ring her up, and she probably will be busy because she's also got a life at university that she's building, okay? These people aren't going to be there anymore, and you have to find new people to do that. I think that's something people underestimate, is how like much support network you lose when you go to university. Like, everyone disappears, gone. You gotta make it what it is, okay? So you've got to lock in, and you've got to find people that help you feel like that, and you've got to find times when you can speak to people that are gonna make you feel better and that are gonna help you out, okay? You've got to find times to do that, otherwise you are literally gonna lose your sanity and your will to live. Genuinely. It's a lot when you come to university, especially support network wise, because you do not have those people that you can just be like, guys, I'm dead. Like, help. No. They're not there anymore. They're not there. I will say something about university though, is you do learn how to regulate yourself and how to deal with yourself a lot better because of the fact that you are the one that you're relying on 24/7. You build a lot more trust in yourself, but that can also be a bad thing. You have to learn to put a lot more trust in yourself. You have to learn that you're the only one that's going to be there to help you out if you're having a bad day. Like, it's on you. But at the same token, I think that's kind of a good thing because it teaches you sort of how to regulate yourself and how to deal with yourself. And I think that's a really good thing. It shows real maturity. It's definitely something that I've grown into and learned throughout the years. I mean, first year was a shit show because I didn't know how to do it and I was very, very confused and in the deep end. But as I made my way into second year, third year now especially, I can do that and I feel okay with doing that. I just realised my hair needs drying. I haven't done that yet. Haha. But yeah, I think another thing about moving to university is very much you need to know your boundaries. Like, boundaries are something that I just think people kind of ignore, to be honest with you. Like, you're like, oh, I'll figure it out. No, like, you will figure it out, but at what cost? So I think really know what your yeses are, what your nos are, and draw the line between the two, because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know. And I went out 8 days in a row without a break. Yeah. So I think really, especially when it comes to nights out, know what you're going to say yes to and also know what you're going to say no to, because that will save you a whole lot of burnout, a whole lot of crash outs, a whole lot of feeling like an imposter, like you don't know what you're doing. Like, if you tell yourself, yeah, I'm going to do this, no, I'm not going to do that, that will save you so much from that. And I think just my advice generally for first years would be try as much as you can. Like, it's there for a reason. It's fun, it's new, you're away from home. But just be aware of these little things that can build up and can make things difficult. And just, if you're aware of them and if you know that they're going to be there, you're that much more prepared for it. That's just the facts. You're just that much more prepared for it, which is why I've made this video. But overall, first year is so much fun. Like, it is a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, and it's something that you just remember for the rest of your life because you have barely any obligations, you've got so much freedom, you're away from your parents, like, you can do anything you want, basically, when you're in first year, and it feels incredible for, like, the first time in your life. But just be aware. Just check in with yourself, like, do things a little bit out of your comfort zone, like, start TikTok like I did. Fuck it, why not? We ball. But just be aware. I think that would be my advice to you. But if you are coming into first year in September, I wish you the best of luck and I hope it's so much fun and I hope your A-levels go really well and I hope your results are really good and I hope you get the university you wanted with UCAS. And yeah, just keep the advice in mind and go follow my TikTok and Instagram as well. It's Alice Kid. The link is somewhere. I can't edit for shit, so the link isn't here, but the link is somewhere. But yeah, I hope you have so much fun and you enjoyed this video. Bye!